Hello, Brad.
Hey, buddy. How we doing?
Doing good. I got to see my parents this past weekend, and it reminded me for some reason, my mom didn't do this past weekend, but for some reason it was on my mind. My mom used to do this thing. I don't know if other moms do this. Maybe if you can't think of anyone in your life that does this, maybe you're the person who does this.
Always.
I feel like my mom was infamous back in the day. My sister and I always thought it was so funny. She could somehow take like a one-word titled song and be like, what is the name of that Justin Bieber song? I think it's called like, Is It Too Late to Say Sorry Now? Like, well, that's the full chorus. Yes. But no, the song is called Sorry.
That's how I used to like when I didn't know the name of a song when I was trying to download on LimeWire back in the day. I would just be like, what's it called? Yeah, totally. Like, just know that you're not alone, but I'm going to make this house your home. What is that? Is that the name of the song? Is that it? Is that whole thing it?
So you and my mom could talk music easily.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, what's your favorite song there, Trish? Like,
she's like, oh, I love that Black Eyed Peas song. I think it's called I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night, a good night.
Yes, the whole thing's in there.
I think that's what it's called.
Yes. No, I love that song. I love that song. The one that's like, it's called Hey, I Just Met You, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Do you know that one? Do you know that? Do you know
one's
the name
a
of
good
that
wedding dance song, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, DJ.
I have a request.
Hey, DJ, do you have the song I Don't Know About You, but I'm Feeling 22?
Ooh. I think that's in there too.
22, yeah. Hey, DJ.
The mom requesting music. Hey, excuse me, DJ, do you have, it's an older song. Hopefully you know it. It's called Because Maybe You're Going to Be the One That Saves Me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall.
She knows all the lyrics. Like, she does it so perfectly, but she doesn't know like the name of the song.
Just the title, that it might be called Wonderwall.
I have one for you. And like, let me finish this before you like confirm whether or not you have it, just to make sure this is the right song. Okay. It just goes, popping bottles in the ice like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right, getting slizzard. No, let me finish.
Hold on.
Sipping scissor in my ride, like a 3.6. Now I'm feeling so fly like a G6. And then, just a second. And then it goes like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now, I'm feeling so fly like a G6. Do you have that song?
Do you know if you have that? Yeah, I feel like my mom's not far away from being like what is the name of that song? I think it's a song for moms. It mentions mother in it. It's What is that song? It's like, hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
No. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Welcome back. Episode 125 of our podcast, which we've said before, the Ghostrunners podcast is one of our favorite podcasts.
Always has been.
That's out there. Yeah. I think since the get-go, since we started this podcast, it's been one of our favorites. So hopefully it's one of your guys' favorites. Thank you for tuning in today.
Yes, it's going to be a good one, I think.
Going to be a good one.
You're going to Las Vegas tomorrow.
Going to Las Vegas tomorrow, and then a week from tomorrow.
Yep.
Or wait, hold on. It is Wednesday for us. We need to. I'm going. Yes. The week that you're listening to this, this Thursday, I'm going on tour. It starts.
Holy cow.
And I went to Vegas a week from, it's coming up.
Wow.
Coming up.
How are you feeling?
It feels like I've always been a procrastinator, and I know it'll never go away. I don't think even turning 30, it didn't magically just flip that switch for me. But I mean, it's kind of fun. Like I have written, I think I talked about this last week, like every shower I take now, I come out of the shower with 20 minutes worth of material. Now I forget about 60% of it before I can get to my phone.
Okay.
But I mean, last night, I took a shower. I've been loving late night showers, and I just come out of it and just get to Evernote and just start a typing.
Yeah.
Except Evernote's bother me. No autocorrect. Get with the times.
No autocorrect.
No, I got lowercase i's everywhere. I got happened with one P. Correct it. Come on.
Dude,
I got wet fingers.
I don't know what happens, but sometimes I think that like if your autocorrect doesn't work for a few words, automatically it's just like, I'm not going to do it for this text. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious about this. And it happened in Evernote, but it doesn't always happen in Evernote.
Okay.
So you need to keep trying. Like go back this time and see if it changes. Like it bothers me. It's like something in my phone that like glitches out. And it's like, this time we're not going to autocorrect. Like on text and stuff, all of a sudden I like get a word very close and they just don't do anything to it.
So bothersome.
It's very bothersome.
Yeah.
Sorry for using the B word, but
yeah. Other than how beat I am,
we need to get you like some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of pin or something that writes on your walls in your shower. Then like something to like help you capture your.
I know. I keep thinking about that. I'm like, I need to start taking my phone in here, but I don't want to be distracted. Like that's why I'm so productive is
grease pin. They call them grease pins. I think that like right on the wall.
Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, we're like at the county fair, we're wrestling greased pins.
Yeah.
I think that's what they do. Like you're in a greased playpen.
Yeah. The greasers.
I talked about this on the podcast. For like my birthday one year, I asked for shower crayons, but that was for math. So
really?
how the times have turned.
There you go.
Now I'm moving on to stand-up comedy, baby.
Yeah, I have some shower crayons. I'll give you some. Hattie and Bo love them.
Do you have a little brown bear? Brown? That's the name of the color. And a song that my mom would like.
What's
the name of that color?
You know the song. I'm sure we do have brown. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, little brown bear brown. So
yeah, shower crayons would be great. I've been writing so much stuff. And not even writing a ton of new stuff, but every time I go in the shower, I just start my set from the top and I just rehearse it. And then I add jokes to where I'm like, hey, here's 8 seconds with no laughter. What if I could tell a joke in between there?
Sure, fine.
Just like boom, 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 yes. Just try to make it more quantity. So that's kind of fun.
In the very little that I've ever practiced stand-up, I've learned that like saying it out loud makes you spontaneously find other jokes along the way.
Yeah. One of my favorite punchlines, which I'm going to be talking to my merchandise designer, Brad Ellis, about. I came up with that backstage in Louisville before the very first show. Shout out Knack Backs. You were there. Really? I was going over it in my head and I was like, oh, wait, I just thought of something so good.
Throw it in there.
Yeah. Now it's like one of the biggest punchlines of the night.
I'm going to say this so you don't have to because I'm going to brag on you.
Thanks.
I think that if somebody said, Jake, you're going on tour tomorrow. No, Jake, you wake up in the morning. Hey, good morning, Jake. You're going on tour tonight.
Thanks for telling me good morning.
You have to perform tonight. I'm convinced that you could write 20 minutes of new material, brand new material, and perform it and do really well that night.
Wow, that's a big
That's
compliment.
how confident I am in like your ability to like think. Like I bet you've thought of so much quality stuff in the shower. Like you're just like, okay, I'm gonna go take a 3-hour shower. Don't ask any questions.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
But like, yeah, go for it. And like I'm convinced that you could easily write like very good stuff very quickly.
Dude, thanks.
Especially if you're like, okay, I have to do this.
It's
like,
coming up.
Yeah, like the procrastinator in you like could do that. So
yeah. Well, thanks.
I dare you to do that sometime.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like
that'd be really cool.
Like one night, like don't tell anybody, but just be like, hey, I just did completely new stuff.
All of this is brand new.
Trey would know and he might not love it. But besides that, it'd be great. Wow. Okay. So Thursday, where are you going first?
Charlotte. Two shows in Charlotte and then Richmond and then Asheville. And then I forget the fourth city, but I've already had plenty of ghosties hitting me up. I want to say it's like Abby Kurtz, some like OG ghostie who's like patron, frequent commenter. I think she's going to be at like the very first show in Charlotte. Like there's going to be ghosties just from the get-go. So
I'm so pumped for you.
That'll be fun.
You got to document it well if you can.
I need, even for my own sake, for posterity's sake, just to be able to look back on.
It'll be fun to look back on like, just the experience of it all.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something I've been encouraged by other people. Like you should just like write a note down about something that happens every night. It's like Charlotte, this happened. Or like when I was in like, where was it? New Brunswick, and I had that great exchange with that like 75-year-old man. Like write that down so you never forget that. Yes. Like just writing down the things that made each show special to be able to look back on would be fun.
Honestly, that's what I'm pretty thankful for this podcast for lots of reasons. But a big thing is that I'm grateful it's like an oral history of our lives the last like 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's like we've been vlogging everything, but with way less effort.
Yeah,
just kind of talking about
like Catherine the other day, she was like into like going back to our old COVID episodes and like hearing us talk about like the quarantines and stuff. And she was like, I forgot that I was on bed rest for like a couple of weeks. She's like, I forgot about that.
That pregnancy was really tough. I forgot. Totally forgot.
It's just funny, like things that we forget about, and then but we get to talk about them, and so
I'm sure
we're gonna remember for the rest of our life. And this is gonna be here forever, guys.
What do we want to talk about right now? It's got to be here forever. What do you want to start with?
Let's talk about. I went to Philadelphia.
Let's talk about Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is cool, first and foremost. It's also huge. I didn't realize that.
Big city, tiny streets. That's what I remember from Philadelphia.
Yeah, tight streets. And so I get there. So I went to Philadelphia. If you don't remember last week, went to Philadelphia because cool guy Sammy, one of our friends / podcast listeners, had season tickets to the Eagles and the Ravens. So we went to Philadelphia game and Baltimore in the same day. And so that was like the main purpose of the trip. But we get there a day early and he's like, if you want to go see like Liberty Hall and Independence Hall and all this, or Liberty Bell and Independence Hall. And I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. And so we like get
just clueless. Yeah, let's ring the bell. Anyway, that's not really how.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
I would love to
I'll bring my own mallet. Like, and so we're supposed to go. Yeah, I'll bring a mallet and it'll be great. Like,
they'll love this.
Yeah. Oh man.
Let independence ring, right?
Yeah,
that's what you say.
That's what you say. Let freedom ring. Let the Independence Liberty Bell, whatever that thing's called, ring. No. So we were supposed to go on this like walking tour, and it was supposed to be led by this guy dressed up as Ben Franklin.
Oh, actually?
Yeah. It sounded awesome. It sounded like a little cheesy, but like
it also like from the Office episode. Like, do you wear boxers, briefs, or pantaloons?
Right. He's in his knickers. Yeah. So it was supposed to be. So we get there and we go up to this like desk and they say, "Oh yeah, that's actually canceled for today. It's no longer running." But Sammy had already bought the tickets, and so he's like, "I called these people and they said it was going to be today."
You're a saucy one, aren't you? That's what they say.
Yeah. SpongeBob SquarePants. I think that's.
Yeah. Ben Franklin does, but I don't.
What's his name? The Norman. Anyway. So we're supposed to go on that. They're like, so we call the people. Sammy's from Philadelphia, so he's a little more
he'll get it done.
Heated. Yeah. He's like, "You guys said you were going today. Like, what happened?" And I'm just like, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'm the Midwesterner, like in the background, like, dude, it's not that big.
We have independence already.
Yeah, right.
It's not a big deal.
I can go look at the bell myself. I don't need the crack. It's probably just from old age, right? And so anyway, but they're like, that tour is closed, but we're the same company that does those double-decker bus tours. So if you want to go on one of those, you can.
Doubleheader football game tomorrow. Let's double-decker bus today.
And so I was like, yes, we should absolutely do it. Because I've always seen those buses and been like, who takes those buses?
Dude, the only time I've ever taken one of those was in Moscow, Russia.
Oh, really?
It was a good time.
It was really fun. I really enjoyed myself, except the caveat was that the tour guide was Ben Franklin. You could tell he was like still dressed up, but then he put like this yellow shirt, like this tour guide looking like.
Oh, like earlier in the day he was Ben Franklin. And now he's like, didn't have time to change out of his clothes.
Yes. And he wasn't used to being the bus driver tour guide. He was used to being the guy on foot. And so like
things are moving quicker.
Exactly. You could tell he did not have the script for the bus tour. Like here's what I know about Independence Hall. It's where the Declaration of Independence was signed. That's it.
Yeah, great.
He's like, and that's Independence Hall, and that's where the Declaration of Independence is signed, and we're gonna turn. And it's like it was like very quick, but it was also like just so crazy in Philadelphia to be. I mean, it's just so historic compared to the Midwest. I mean, we have cool things here too. But
Topeka.
They crazy.
They got something, I'm sure. Some
olds cool
there,
things, but not compared to that, man. That's so old and so cool. Like it was like, yeah, this is where George Washington came out when he was inaugurated, and he stood right there at that terrace. And then when he left and John Adams was the president, he came out and it was like crazy to think like George Washington stood on that metal step right there.
Cool.
It's just crazy. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we went around there, and the only really funny thing that happened besides Ben Franklin like trying to be incognito and put this yellow shirt on and do a pretty mediocre job of giving us a tour was there was this woman when we got on the bus and we were waiting to leave. There was this woman like street performing, I guess. I don't even know if you'd call it that.
I'm sure she would love to know that.
Yeah.
She's like out there working her butt off. You're like, I guess she was performing.
Genuinely though, dude, like Sammy will laugh about this because he was there. Obviously it was like, she had an iPad and she had a microphone and a speaker and she was singing something, but it kind of sounded like she was like making the starting like 5 announcements at a basketball game.
Just like fun facts.
Like it would be like, hey, no, hey. It was like she was like almost getting into like Jake Triplet, and it was like what is happening?
They're trying out new tour guides is what they're doing.
Maybe
this
so.
Woman, you didn't hear it close enough. She's like, on your right is the Liberty Bell.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden she would just sing after that. Like it was like the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing. And Sammy and I were both like, what is going on over there? But yeah, besides that, Philadelphia is sweet. Have you ever heard of something called water ice? Did you ever have that in Philadelphia?
It's one thing at the same time.
So Sam, yeah.
Never had it.
Sounds like he's making it up. Like,
yeah.
I was like, you mean ice water? That's why I asked him. And he like laughed at me. He's like, are you serious? You've never heard of water ice? And it's essentially like, it's like amazing. It's like this dessert, and it's kind of like shaved ice, but it's way, way, way smoother. And so there's this one place called Rita's that we went to. It has like this water ice, and then they put custard on top and bottom of this cup, like
cool,
and then water ice in the middle. Dude, it was amazing.
It's not a great name, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's a terrible name. Well, I think I looked into it, and some people call it Italian ice, which I had heard of.
Oh,
but I've never had that. So maybe like there's this great stuff all around that I've never heard of. But like Sammy was pretty convinced that it was like a Northeastern thing.
Okay.
And my gosh, was it good.
Water ice.
And also Sammy's parents own 2 Dairy Queens.
Okay.
So we went to Dairy Queen one night and got a big old blizzard. So we were living up large in Philadelphia.
Two queens, huh?
2
Two
queens.
DQs.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 dates. My boy's got 2 dates on
I'm going to
night.
drop a deuce on everybody in Philadelphia.
Yes. Yeah. So
how were the games? I've purposely not asked. I've been around you a lot recently.
Yeah. The games were really fun. It was well, the first game was actually not that enjoyable of a football game. Like there wasn't like, I think the final score was 17-11 and the Eagles lost. But there was a lot of action in the game. We also had really good seats. Like
I saw those.
Yeah. Like very good, like front row of the second section. So like high enough up where you can see the play develop and everything.
Perfect.
Did I tell you about how you heard about how he got the tickets? Like so Sammy's a huge football guy. He tried to reserve like these season tickets, like try to get on the wait list and like 10 years old. And he was number 66,000 or something.
Yeah.
And then he called whenever he graduated college just to make sure he was still on the list. And he's like number 45,000. So he's like, okay, I can't, I have to like buy these from somebody. So he went on eBay and found them. So anyway, it's like crazy hard to get season tickets to the Eagles. And the fans they lived up to their name. They were crazy and like
raucous,
big time raucous. There was a guy there at the Eagles game sitting behind us. His name was Steve. And at one point, like somebody had thrown a bug, like this big, like stink bug looking thing down at Steve, like kind of like one of his friends.
Someone threw a bug at Steve.
So, I mean, that's Philadelphia for you. That's kind of their stereotype.
You ever heard of a water ice bug?
And
That's what they call them up there.
They're like, we'll give you $100 if you eat that.
Okay.
And Steve's just like standing there. He's like, show me the money. Show me the money. And they pull it out. And then other people are getting it out too. Like this, like little kid's like, I'll give you $1. I'll give you $5.
Eat it, Steve.
Where's your money? And then, I mean, and he doesn't just like eat it and swallow or, drink up like beer right after.
He chews.
He chews that thing up, makes it worth his while. Then they find another bug like next quarter, throw it at Steve again. Where's your money? Where's your money? He did it again. I mean, just so down in these things.
Steve probably broke even on that Eagles game.
Steve's making plenty of money off this Eagles game.
Good for him.
But yeah, overall, the Eagles game was fun. Sammy, I mean, as far as Eagles fans go, he was just as raucous as anybody. He was ready to leave. The 49ers scored, I think it was 17-6 or something like that. And he's like, Brad, I'm so mad. We're getting out of here. We're leaving. And I'm like, I grew up like my dad and I, like we always got to the games early. We never left till the end.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
you stay for the credits in case there's a deleted scene.
Right,
at the end.
Exactly. But it's like, hey man, you bought these tickets. Like
you're in charge.
Yeah, you're a generous one here.
Your parents went to Dairy Queens.
And you're very frustrated. Like he was very mad about like he's a huge Eagles guy. And so I was like, okay, yeah, let's leave. But as we're leaving and we like get out of the stadium, we hear like the crowd just go nuts.
Is this the 90-yard play?
Yeah, I think so. Or I don't know exactly what happened, but somehow they scored and it was 17-11 and it looked like they were going to get the ball back. And so there was like this TV on the outside of the stadium and like so many people had left. And so we were all like standing in the parking lot, like watching this like big screen, like on the side of the stadium kind of thing. Like, and it ended up that they didn't come back, but Sammy's like, dude, I think we left a little bit early. And I was a little bit impatient at this point.
Like, yeah, it was a 2-score game.
I did. I was like, yeah, you think? I did. I don't think I got that animated, but I was like, yeah, you think? But I was like, it's his ticket.
2-score game in the fourth quarter.
And it was like 7 minutes left. It wasn't like 2 minutes left or anything like that.
Yeah.
But he's like, Brad, I'm sorry. We got to go. And I was like, sure. Yeah, whatever.
Let's go get a blizzard.
So that was great. And then we literally went from there. We got on the subway back to our car and drove from there to Baltimore. And we got to Baltimore and we hadn't had any dinner yet. And so we went to Chipotle, and then Chipotle, for whatever reason, took forever, dude. Like there were 10 people in line, but I bet it took 20 minutes, like way too long. And so from there, we were literally like chowing down our burritos while walking, like power walking. Cause I'm like, I'm not missing this Chiefs game.
Yeah.
And we get there and our tickets were not as good for the Ravens game as they were for the Eagles. And so we were huffing, like we were going up so many stairs. And at one point, like Sammy's like, oh, we got to go up more stairs. And I go, Sammy, just tell me where our tickets are and I'll meet you there. Because I was like, I got to go so fast.
Papa's on a mission.
Yeah. And I was just like doing 2 steps at a time up these stairs.
Good for you, man.
Got there. And literally the first play that I saw, Tyrann Mathieu, interception, pick 6. And I was like waiting at the front of our section. Cause I don't want to be that guy at the game to where I'm, scooting in as the play is going on.
Yeah. You gotta wait between plays.
Yeah. So they scored the touchdown and I go, I'm in this row right here with my Chiefs stuff.
Big Chiefs fan.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Baltimore. Okay. I'll tell you a few different quick stories. So we park at Baltimore and this parking attendant, it's like in the middle, like downtown, their stadium. And so this parking attendant's awesome. He's like, just want to let y'all know this garage will be closing at 1 a.m. He goes, trust me. he's like so excited about telling me, trust me. I dare you to come at 1:01. It will be closed. It will be closed. And I'm like, okay, sure, man.
All right.
And so we get in the elevator with all these Ravens fans and Sammy immediately just like sells me out. He's like, yeah, he's a Chiefs fan. And I'm like, dude,
hey,
come on.
Playing it cool.
Because I only had I had the blue shirt on and my Chiefs hat. So I wasn't like very obviously Chiefs anything. Because it was the only Chiefs stuff I had was long sleeve and it was 70 degrees. So
you try to play it off like you're not really. Oh, are they playing tonight?
I was just parking in a parking spot to go visit my girl, No, but this great quote came from this Baltimore Ravens fan. He's like, you know what? We'll trash talk you all game, but at the end of it, you're getting a hug. Basically saying like, hey, we're nice guys here. And it's really true. Like the Baltimore was, not so much to Jackson Mahomes. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh yeah.
But they were very nice to me.
The Kansas City mayor today tweeted, did you see this?
Yeah. Leave Jackson Mahomes alone.
Yeah.
I was like, you're just making it worse by saying that.
I don't think you need to get involved, Mayor Quentin
Lucas. Background was that Patrick Mahomes' brother got made fun of and Patrick Mahomes' brother took some water and poured it on this fan out of frustration.
Yeah. I was kind of shocked that the clip went viral. It didn't seem too bad on either end. It was kind of just like people love just ragging on Jackson Mahomes.
Right. So anyway, the Baltimore fans were great. The only time I really ever said anything back to them when they were yelling stuff at me was when they said, Kansas City barbecue isn't even good.
You said, hey!
I said, okay, that's too far. That's too far. You can say what you want about my mother, my wife, but my barbecue?
And one of my kids, but not the barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. But for the most part, I tried to be a very thoughtful, nice fan the whole time.
Yeah.
But there was one time where Travis Kelce had this amazing run.
We were texting about it. It was awesome.
Yeah. I literally, I was quiet. Most of the time when they would score, I was expecting it most times. So I was like, awesome. That's great. Go Chiefs. Awesome. And even when the Ravens would score, I'm like, good for you guys. Cause I was like, we're not going to lose this game. But Travis Kelce should not have scored that touchdown. He ran so far and just watching the play from seeing the whole field was like, there's no way he's going to score. And then he scored and just out of impulse, I just stand up and I just go, oh! And so
for sure it'd be pretty quiet in there too when you hold.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. It was very quiet and it was awesome. So overall, the Chiefs ended up losing the game for those that don't know on a pretty heartbreaking, literally the play before it happened. Sammy goes, are you nervous? Do you think are you getting nervous?
Why would I be nervous?
And I very calmly, I was like, no, I'm not nervous at all. And the next play, they handed off to our running back and he fumbles the ball and we lose the game. So
lesson learned.
But it was
Don't
good to see
trust
Sammy
anyone
Watkins.
besides Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, and let me really quickly, I wrote down the national anthem at the Eagles game was the coolest national anthem I've ever heard in my life.
It was that street performer on the iPad.
Ha!
Say can.
No, it was one man that played a trumpet and he's kind of jazzy, but not in a overly cocky kind of jazzy way. And he milked the national anthem. It probably took him 4 minutes to play it, but not in a it wasn't anything
so
crazy.
People who are playing the electric guitar get a little too carried away with the national anthem.
100%. I agree.
There's a solo in the middle of it. It's all right.
You guys should watch it. I don't know how, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube or something. I got teary-eyed during it.
Patriotic Brad coming out in the Northeast.
I don't know if it was
you saw the Liberty Bell yesterday.
Yeah, it was obviously the national anthem, but it was also all these people together. This was the first home game for both those teams, in years.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And so everyone was so fired up. But in between all the different pauses of this song, everyone was going nuts.
That's cool.
Oh, it was so good, dude. Just thinking about it, I'm getting goosebumps right now. And so anyway, he was just like, this is amazing. I don't think Sammy knew that I was crying a little bit. I had my sunglasses on, but tears were coming through the Oakleys. Smart move. So yeah, overall, man, it was great. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. A few different things. The Ravens game won. Their announcer, I don't know if you probably can't hear it on the PA announcer. Every single play, you would think they just won the Super Bowl.
Pretty fired up.
It's like, that's a gain of 3 yards. It's like, that's that. Like a gain of 3 yards on the play, or like it should be like so quiet. And it was like, that's a gain of 4 yards. It's 3rd and 8. It's like for an offense, that's not a very good thing.
The tone is a little off. Yeah, let's celebrate things worth celebrating.
Exactly. Like it was really awkward. They also had this really weird graphic of a raven. I think they think that the raven sounds like a lion. Like anytime the graphic would come on and be like, row. It's like
less of a squawk.
I don't think that's what a raven does. And so there was that. And then I can't believe I forgot to talk about this. But Flo Rida came out at halftime and performed a concert.
You saw 2 games, 1 concert.
Oh my gosh. Like I understand why the Chiefs lost that game is because Flo Rida came out for the Ravens. He, in a very quick, 15-minute halftime, did Good Feeling, Low, Going Down for Real, Wild Ones, and My House.
Nothing but the hits.
I mean, it was awesome. Like just a couple weeks ago, I was like, these are my top 10 wedding songs. Like 3 or 4 of them were Flo Rida.
Yeah.
3 or 4 of them were those songs.
Yeah.
And I got to experience, it was such a weird experience because there was like these scantily clad backup dancers, and all these cheerleaders, cheering them on right up there. But then I'm looking around at all these fans and there's all these old men not caring about this thing at all. And I'm just like, this is such a weird, I have a hard time thinking that Flo Rida is having fun performing this concert right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, put your hands up, and no one's putting their hands up. No one's getting into it.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you perform for 70,000 people, but they were getting hot dogs. While
yeah, exactly. Do I go for hot chocolate or do I go for Flo Rida? That's the kind of people that you're having to struggle through. So, yeah.
Still cool though. You've been to a Flo Rida concert now.
I have. I can say I've seen Flo Rida. I saw multiple Hall of Famers in person. Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins were both at their games. And yeah. Oh, a lot of Justin Tucker jerseys, which was really random to me.
Okay. He's a loyal guy. He's been on our team for a long time.
He's a good kicker, but I've never seen a Butker jersey by anybody besides his mom, probably. But yeah, overall, man, it was a really fun time. And the Chiefs and the Eagles both lost, but we had a ton of fun.
Kind of bad luck.
Yeah, I guess so. I've seen Patrick Mahomes play twice live, never seen him win.
All right.
And Justin Houston played on the other team both times. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, overall, just great time.
While we're still in the football thing somewhat, let's talk about the Guillotine League real quick.
Okay.
Quick little update.
Yeah.
Our girl, Lisa Gluck.
Yeah. We gave her praise last week just in time.
Yeah. She's out of there.
Yeah.
It was close. It was only 6 or 7 points separated her from the second worst, but she's gone, which means Patrick Mahomes was up for grabs this week.
Oh, dude, I haven't checked yet.
Wait, you don't know?
No.
You don't know?
No. Did I get him? Oh,
I want you to check right now.
Okay.
How did you not just check first thing in the morning?
Bro, I've had a busy day.
I woke up, it felt like Christmas. I checked this before Zillow.
Oh, I got to figure out how to find this fast. Fantasy.
Go to league activity.
Team Ellis.
Come on. Go to league activity.
Okay, league activity. I'm not looking at my team. Recent activity.
This is going to be great.
Where am I? Mahomes.
No, you got to go league activity, dude.
I know I did.
Oh, okay.
Are you serious?
Isn't that...
Who is that?
Some guy named Brock.
Brock,
Leeson or Lizen.
You want to explain what happened?
So we were already given.
Oh my goodness, Brock.
We gave Gavin a hard time last week. Mr. Bomb Tech Drivers. He spent 98 of his $100 on 3 players last week. You only get $100 all season long.
Yeah.
The season could be 18 weeks. Oh, Brock, who has a pretty solid team. He's got Brad is one of the people, and now I'm in this boat where I don't even have 2 starting quarterbacks.
I almost lost last week. I was almost the cellar dweller. I almost got kicked out.
Brad did text me in the middle of the noon slot games and said that I find myself on hashtag guillotine watch, which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah, Brad was not looking good. There's a lot of us who don't have 2 starting quarterbacks, and you have to start 2 of them. This guy still has 2 starting quarterbacks and spent all $100 on Patrick Mahomes.
$100. $100. So he doesn't get anybody the rest of the year.
He cannot get anyone else.
Unless they're just not picked up by anybody else.
And then they're just like $0 pickups.
Oh my gosh, Brock.
We were kind of roasting him in like the league message board. He's like, what do you expect? Look at my quarterbacks. And it's like, I mean,
he's got to, so that's better than me.
Yeah. But I mean, he had Tyrod Taylor, who's now injured. Okay. So fair.
Okay.
But he has Justin Fields, who's starting now. He has Zach Wilson, who's still a starter. And now he has Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my goodness.
And no one else for the rest of the season.
How much did you bid for him? Do you remember?
$9. So I got outbid by a little bit.
As you were pressing that, were you like, this is a waste of time? I
almost didn't even bid on him. Yeah. I was like, I can't not bid on Patrick Mahomes.
I think I did like $40 or something like that.
Wow.
Which was like a lot.
That's a chunk.
Like I went back and forth on it, but I was like, I have no quarterbacks. I could easily be done next week if I don't get this guy.
I was mad. You got Davis Mills from me. Mills Mafia.
Did I?
Because I bid $2 for him and you bid $4.
Yes.
I was like, dang it, I wanted that. But you can't bid $5 for a guy named Davis Mills. So,
Davis Mills sounds like like the kid in lacrosse that just is a jerk.
His dad is the coach.
Listen, Davis Mills. Yeah. Yeah, his dad's the coach. He's like, his mom's like the head of the booster club.
Yeah.
And
kind of gets his way.
Yeah. He's not very good, but he has the best equipment. So like people think he's really good.
Got an arm
sleeve. He wears lots of the armbands.
Mr. Accessory.
Good for you, Davis Mills.
So we'll see.
Oh, that's awesome. That's huge. So I have at least
you have a quarterback now.
Okay.
But the guillotine thing, it's so fun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like you haven't seen it yet, like that I was gonna get him, and I was like, oh, did I get him? Oh my gosh!
Nope, you got outbid by $60 by old Brock.
We should get somehow get like a group chat, video chat thing going on with the team, like the league, like because I think it'd be fun, like to have like pretend like we're doing like press conferences afterwards.
That's what Crenshaw used to do.
Yeah, I know, that was so fun.
We should let's get like a group me.
Yeah, sure.
Get in a group me.
Sure.
With everyone?
We'll figure it out.
Hey, everyone, we're going to be in a group me.
So put your phone number somewhere. Figure it out. On the message board.
On the message board. We'll figure it out. Okay. Anyway, that's football.
That's football for you.
Back to non-football stuff. Brad and I went to Topgolf yesterday and did not get recognized.
Dang
we are now 3 for our last 4.
It was weird, man.
We were on a hot streak there.
But, sorry. We'll get there. We did get recognized somewhere else.
Today, though, we were in the park shooting jean short stuff without Trey. Just us, me, Brad, Derek.
Yep.
I do not look like myself at all.
Not even slightly.
I have a wig on. I have glasses on.
Oh, it's such a good video, guys. You guys
I have a necklace on. I have rings on. Yeah. I'm unidentifiable, but just by Brad alone, this woman walking by, just very casually, just goes, Jean Shorts Comedy. All right. And we're like, whoa, what?
Really?
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. What's your name? Like,
yeah.
I like interrogated her.
What is your name? How do you know?
What's your name?
Some
Social
of your
security number?
Hobbies.
Yeah. What's your dog's name?
Cute dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Kit.
Are we positive her name's Kit?
I felt like it was Kit the first time.
Okay.
And then you reconfirmed, and it still sounded like Kit.
Yeah. Kit. Thanks, Kit. She's got to be a listener.
Gotta be.
You'd think.
I don't know. Either way, that was fun though. Got recognized without Trey.
Yeah.
In the park.
I was really trying to get recognized. Like every time someone would walk by, I would wave at him because everyone was like staring at us like, who is this guy dressed up weird, getting filmed? So I just tried to like break the awkwardness by just waving at people.
Hey there. Howdy.
And so this woman walked by and I was like, hi, how you doing? Or just went, Jean Shorts Comedy. I was like, yeah, you know exactly why we're doing this.
This is it. You get it.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to wave.
Oh yeah.
You understand.
So that was fun. Derek, I think it was the first time he'd ever had anything like that happen to him.
Maybe.
And so he seemed like he was really into it. Like,
it's exciting.
I can't believe that happened. To us, it's happened like 5 times. So it's,
yeah. I don't know if anyone's ever just said Jean Shorts Comedy.
That's true. Yeah.
That was the first.
Straight up. There was a woman at the airport in Nashville who came up to me and was like, excuse me, are you... And she like said like
here
something,
we go.
And I genuinely like, this is how much of a big for my britches kind of guy. I was like, she's gonna say I'm from the Ghostrunners. I can't believe
she gets
this.
It. Yeah.
She goes, are you in the line from the previous plane? And I go, oh no, no, but I am the guy from the Ghostrunners podcast. That is audio.
You have
only,
the shirt on. You like lift up your hoodie. Do you recognize this?
No, I'm not from the other plane, but
GRKC. Do you want to ask me what those letters stand for?
You can get your own at ghostrunners.life if you'd like.
That was like at that basketball game. And they're like, well, hold on a second. What is your name? Jake. Why? We were giving you guys fake names. Like,
that's right. Yes.
Cool. Okay. Right.
That's
what I figured.
They called you something like,
I don't know. Evan, Kevin, Mitchell. I don't know.
Maybe. Mitchell sounds good. I can see you as a Mitchell.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I checked our analytics, whatever stuff. Last Monday, biggest Monday ever for the podcast.
Oh, really?
And also last week was our biggest week ever for the podcast. And then I think like the last 30 days are like biggest 30 days ever. Basically, it's just we're growing and growing.
I'm ready to give him an on your feet whenever you're ready to.
Go ahead, Brad.
On your feet!
Thank you, guys. I don't know how we're growing. We never really know. We just kind of do the same thing every week and try to make it funny.
Yeah.
So
awesome,
if you guys are telling your friends or whatever's happening, we appreciate it. Thank you.
We do always appreciate that.
There's just a lot of new people listening. So shout out to you guys. I think maybe it'd be fun. Let's try and just take a stab at who is probably some of our new listeners. Like
their names or their
Angela is a new listener. And Angela, I mean, we can't say a bad word about Angela.
No, she's got 2 dogs now. Did you hear?
2 dogs. Mm-hmm. And I mean, her teeth look straighter and straighter every time I see her.
I was wondering like how she's doing that. Yeah.
But you don't notice it though.
But her teeth don't really shine. Like it's like matte Invisalign. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of a matte finish. It's like those screen protectors.
It is exactly like that. Like you just never know. And then like they crack and you just get another one.
Yeah.
Like, you just paste it off there and get another one.
So that's Angela.
That's Angela for you.
Thank you for listening, Angela.
Brent, I think, has been listening more.
Brent with a Y.
Yes.
Yeah. Like kind
and 2 N's. BRYNNT.
He's younger. He's a Gen Z guy. Yeah. Brent with a Y and 2 N's.
He TikToks.
Yeah. Brent. I mean, what can you say about Brent? I mean,
what can you say about him?
Ever since he switched to antiperspirant, he's been way more enjoyable to be around. He's less self-conscious. He's more confident.
Right.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's definitely been more on the hygienic side lately. I think maybe since he moved out, like his mom wasn't telling him what to do anymore, you know?
Yeah.
He's got that new apartment. It's actually right above a coffee shop, which is really cool. So
and Brent loves that.
He does. He's like, I can literally wake up to the smell of coffee every single day.
He says that.
He cracks his window open a little bit. Just WYNDOW.
He has that sign in his apartment that says like eat, sleep, coffee, repeat.
Yes.
And he just loves it.
And he does.
And I love it too.
He does that.
He does that.
Yeah.
And then
what about Kristen and Caleb?
Oh yeah,
I think they listen together.
Well, Kristen started listening first, and then Caleb hopped on, and he was like,
because they carpool to work. They were working from home. Now they're carpooling.
Everyone thinks they're married. They're not. They're both gay for each other.
Okay.
In a friendship way.
Okay.
I was let's figure out. And they also love our podcast. It's one of the other things that they love in their lives. And and they love saving gas.
I'm pretty sure Caleb drives a stick. Which I don't really know why I know that, but I do.
Is that an innuendo or does he drive a stick shift?
Oh, it's absolutely a stick shift.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah,
very cool.
It's a Mazda Miata, and so there's only room for 2 of them in there.
Yeah, and he gets to park in the compact spot.
And that is not an innuendo either. Sorry. Yeah, that's Caleb.
That threw me off a little bit. Yeah, and then who else is listening? There's we got young with Brent, but we also got old.
Yes. What's his name?
What is his name? Garth. Garth listens. Garth has started listening.
It was Garth. Yeah.
Just for the past 2 weeks, he saw it. One of our clips went TikTok viral. Yes. And Garth is always on there, and so he saw it, and he's been listening. And
he's a really good singer, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and his last name is, what is it?
Boakes?
Garth Boakes.
Garth Boakes, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He said he was coming to Kansas City pretty soon, I think. So
maybe I'll try and see him.
Yeah. Sounds
nice
good.
guy. We'd trade merch or something.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Cool. Yeah.
I heard
jersey swap. Wait, that idea. I should do that with people on tour.
I love that.
Just afterwards, just give them my shirt and they give me a shirt.
I love that.
That'd be sweet. I'll start performing and not as nice as shirts, but still.
Or do you just invest in like all those white polka dot shirts?
Just hand those out every night.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to talk to me afterwards and meet or just jersey swap, I will be in the lobby afterwards. So let me know. This is for men only. All right.
But the caveat is, or the stipulation is that you have to have your own shirt. Like the person swapping with you has to have merch of their own. So like if Knack Baxter is swapping with you, you have to give Jake a shirt that says Knack Baxter on it.
It's something that like belongs to you in a way.
Absolutely. Has to be unique to you.
Anyway, so those are some of our new listeners. There's lots more, right? Those are like 4 or 5 of them that I know of.
Right.
That are listening.
Well, we appreciate all of the new listeners out there.
Not just Kristen, Caleb, Garth, Brent, and
Sophie.
So what was the first one?
We forget already.
Well, we love you.
Her name
Angela. Is Angela.
Was it Angela?
It was Angela.
Yeah, good for her.
Sweet girl. I wrote this down, Brad, just because we saw it about an hour ago. Right now we're on our way to Sonic. You can hear it right here. Hear that? That's Sonic. On our way there, we saw a license plate a bumper sticker that just said, "I brake for squirrels."
Mm-hmm.
Do you brake for squirrels?
Do you think it was like stop break, or you think it was like take a break?
Like
Labor
Labor
Day. Break me off
Day.
a piece of that Kit Kat squirrel.
Yeah, break me off a piece of Kit Kat in the park.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know what that meant.
It was break, like AKE, like I stop.
Okay.
I stop for squirrels.
Okay.
I slow down for squirrels. I don't know if that's like, am I going to get canceled for that someday in the future? Am I not doing something I need to be?
What's the difference between slowing down and braking? Brake is a complete stop.
Oh, wait, yeah, good point.
I don't slow down at all.
Really?
And I always get nervous when I get too close. I'm like, move.
I think squirrels are getting smarter. I feel like I've had fewer close calls with squirrels more recently.
Well, the technology's getting better for them.
The squirrels?
Yeah, just like anything else. Like we have better safety technology in the cars. Why wouldn't they have it in their
They have bigger
feet?
airbags.
Yeah,
in their cheeks.
Right.
Bigger airbags, bigger like radar technology. They know when cars are coming.
Yeah, exactly. Do you remember the squirrel we saw in the park today? You said that thing put the whole hedge apple in its mouth?
Yes. I've never seen a squirrel. I thought hedge apples were just like a menace to society. I thought they did nothing. They're just like a fake fruit that kind of gets you excited. And it looks like an unripened grapefruit.
Is it a Midwest thing or is it like everywhere?
I don't know, guys. Angela,
Hedge
Kristen,
apples?
Caleb, Brent, Garth. Do you guys have hedge apples?
Yeah.
Either way, they're annoying.
Very.
And you crack them open and they're just like white and boring and kind of pussy, to be honest.
Ugh.
But anyway, I saw a squirrel just taking down a whole one. We get close to the squirrel and he just puts it in his mouth and shimmies up a tree. Whole hedge app.
Whole HA.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
Big squirrel.
Yeah. So shout out for braking for those squirrels.
So yeah, just I don't know. Just wanted to say that there's bumper stickers that exist that say I brake for squirrels. So I don't know what it means.
I have a story quickly. Whenever we went to Philadelphia, we stayed with Sammy's parents, and Sammy's two brothers, younger brothers, still live with the parents. And I meet one of them. His name's Rami, and he was like this like super chill, like just not too cool for school, but like very Gen Z kind of guy. And he literally was like, "Oh, dude, you like Philly, man? You like Philly?" Like, yeah, we had fun. We went and checked out the downtown and went on a tour. I kid you not. He goes, "Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up." That's what's up. I guarantee, like every single thing I said to him, "That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up." It was like, holy cow, you're the one that went on a date with this girl. Like he's like, "Oh, y'all get some Dairy Queen." I was like, "Yeah, I got a chocolate blizzard." "Oh, chocolate blizzard. That's what's up. That's what's up." And I even told Sammy, I was like, he said that's what's up over and over again. And Sammy's like, "That's so funny. I guarantee you he's not even thinking about it like the way he's saying it." "Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up."
I'm excited. I'm going to film a Just Jake episode tomorrow. And I think I want to release a bunch of just like different, like Janelle Meow did some incredible investigative journalism.
It's crazy.
And the Patreon this week, I put out that March Madness video.
Station or
somebody just cooler than what we do.
Yeah.
Just work for somebody higher up. Anyway, she kind of cracked the code on something. So I'm excited to like, mesh together. Like that's what's up, girl.
Yes.
This is this, whatever.
Yes. Yeah. That was nuts. She should work for a private eye or something.
Yeah.
Like the guy from Breaking Bad. What's his name? Walter.
I know who you're talking about. Mike. Yeah.
Janelle Bunyel. Is that very good? "I wouldn't do that if I were you." Is that good? I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. It's got a ring to it. P.I. Janelle
Janelle Bunyel. P.I.
Yeah. But thanks just real quick to all the new patrons. We've got a ton this week.
Mm-hmm.
I think primarily because of the March Madness video. And it is kind of a relief to know that like we've built up this huge story and now people are joining Patreon just to see it. Thank goodness they're not let down. That would be a little bit of a bummer. It's like,
it was worth it.
If the comments are like, "I paid for this."
Yes.
But it's like, this is like our most like highly liked, highly engaged thing we ever posted on Patreon. It's like, all right, that's good. It is a good story.
It's a great story.
Some of the comments are also good.
Are you gonna talk? You should talk about the comments on Just Jake.
Yeah, I probably should talk about it here. Very
funny.
Yeah, good stuff. So thanks to all the new patrons and future patrons. Garth, Chris, and Caleb. People who are probably thinking about it in that stage right now.
Yeah, I think Garth said he would do it sometime, but he's
a little tight on money right now.
Yeah, he's got some friends, that are struggling a little bit. They're in low places, so.
And he's gonna help them out first, and then we'll see.
Yeah,
see if you can make it work.
That's right. So thanks in advance, Garth.
I went to right before I went to the Halloween store yesterday, which was a good time. It's weird, actually. Now that I'm thinking about this, it didn't seem that weird at the time because you're in a Halloween store. Like I had to ask a woman for help, and she's wearing a kangaroo onesie. She's like, "Yeah, follow me."
Is that like a thing they have to do?
I don't know. She was just dressed up.
Okay, you were at the Halloween store to get a costume for the video today.
Yeah. And also, this is weird too. So I wasn't planning on talking about this. I just thought of it when I paid for my thing. She's like, "And can I get the last four of your credit card?" I was like, "The credit card they just gave you?" She's like, "Yeah." So I was like, 8407. She's like, "All right, thank you."
Did you look?
Yeah, I confirmed it. And she's like, "All right, thanks." I was like, "What was that for?"
I thought she was like she held it in her hand, like, "I'm not showing it to you. Like, what are the last four numbers?"
No, she'd given it back to me. It's like, "Just need you to confirm the last four on that credit card." And I was like, what would I do that for? And she goes, because technically we're a pop-up shop. It's the law. I was like, all right, good enough for me. I'm like, I already have this information in my hand though. What does this do?
Yeah, that's like, yeah, well, that's what we have to do because the law.
Hey, can you confirm for me what you just bought? Hippie costume. That is correct.
Right.
Have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Pimp my rings, I think is what
Pimp my rings. Two sets of rings. That's right. Go get them.
Jake's costume for this. Should we tell him what the videos are?
Yeah, that's fun.
So
I liked wearing rings. I liked having long hair too.
Did you like wearing rings?
Rings were fun.
Just wait till you get married. You wear one all the time.
Oh, what for?
Symbolizing your love, your everlasting.
Oh,
so the circle is there's no start or stop to it.
Oh, it's like a compact spot.
That's right. 100%.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Put that in
Little
my vows.
cars go in the compact spot.
We filmed two videos today.
Two videos. First one was types of dog people.
Dog owners.
Types of dog owners. And that was really fun. Well, really, we people. Some of the things aren't owners. Scared dogs? Scared of dogs?
Oh, you're right.
Types of dog people. And that was really fun because we literally had an extra on set.
We had a golden retrieve.
Yeah, we borrowed Isaac's parents' dog, Chance. And
what up, Kathy? What up, Scott?
Shout out Kathy and Scott. You'll, as ghosties, we'll fill you in on this fun little fact.
Oh, you got to watch the last 5 seconds of this dog video.
And we'll just say that was Isaac's dad, Scott. That's all we'll say. We don't want to like give anything away, but that was Isaac's dad, Scott.
Got to watch the last 5 seconds.
And everyone else is going to be like, who's that random guy?
What in the world's going on?
Yeah. And you're going to know, oh, that must be like, and make an inside joke in the comments about Isaac or something.
It's great.
But that was Scott. The video was really fun. I think that one was, hopefully it will resonate really well with
people love dogs. If you don't like own dogs, you still have been around them enough to know like, oh, that I know that person in my life who like treats their dog like it's their own child.
Yeah. And the beginning of it, we had some issues like getting him to like sit and like behave.
Chill.
But then by the end of it, he was awesome.
He was a good dog. Once he, kind of stomped around in the mud for a little bit, he really calmed down.
Yeah, that was the worst part. So Aunt Cindy, if you're listening, don't tell Aunt Charlotte that we got.
Oh, does Aunt Cindy listen?
Yeah.
I have something for her.
Actually, here's a funny thing about Aunt Cindy is that a couple episodes ago when we both had allergies, she said that we sniffled too much in the mics.
Okay.
So she gave us a box of Kleenexes that said Ghostrunners Snotcast on it.
Wait, I saw
it was in the car.
I was gonna say, I feel like I saw something like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring it up. Yeah, I was in there today.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, Aunt Cindy. Well, actually, I went to T-Mobile store yesterday and
sorry.
Yeah, I just went in there. I was like, oh, the new iPhone's out. Let me see if I can just like get it. And
what a millennial. Like, let me just give it to
just go get the new phone.
I deserve it.
I'm on like the iPhone Forever plan. So it really is just like every like fall, just get the new one for the same price.
That is interesting.
It's nice. And I go in there for one thing only, just can I get the new iPhone? Is it in stock? What colors do you have? Whatever. Just I'll take it. And this guy, I mean, we talked about everything but the new iPhone. He's talking about my plan. I'm trying to tell him I'm actually part of my friend's aunt's family plan. There's like 11 of us on it. I don't even know half the people.
Sure.
He's like, well, let me make you aware of something. As of January 1st, 2022, looks like 6 of the lines on your plan do not have the T-Mobile SIM card. Now, what I could do, seems like we have a lot of 913 numbers in here. I could send you home with 6 SIM cards, and then you could distribute those to each person. I'm like, dude, no, thank you. I don't know. I'm just here to get a printer.
So what happnes January 1st, they don't work anymore?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sure he probably warned me, but I was like, this is so far from what I came here to do. Just like, is the iPhone 13 Pro, what colors do you have? And he's talking about my plan. He wants me to have all these SIM cards, whatever.
That's a bummer.
Oh, but Aunt Cindy, he did tell me apparently there's some plan. We could save a lot of money, but we will lose, we won't be able to have as much hotspot data. So I don't know how much we use that.
Okay.
I don't use it.
I use it every once in a while.
Okay.
But probably not enough to keep the whole family down.
It was like $100 less. Go from $450 to $365 a month.
That's not bad.
Same deal, less hotspot.
Like, don't you always wonder if there's a catch?
I wonder if there's a catch. This guy seemed weird.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this interaction. Okay. He gets my ID, which makes no sense because I purchased nothing that entire day. I was just there to ask if they have an iPhone 13.
Last 4 digits of your driver's license.
And how tall are you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. He has my ID and he goes, oh, happy belated birthday. I was like, oh, thank you. And he's like, oh, doing the math here. Looks like you just turned 30. I was like, yeah. And he's like, how was it? And I was like, it's not too bad. I actually celebrated it in Hawaii, so it wasn't bad at all. And he goes, oh, which island did you go to? I was like, I went to Maui. It was really fun. He goes, now, Maui, is that the 3rd island?
Okay.
I literally go,
historically, geographically?
By what ranking system?
Yeah.
Is what I asked him. And I think he got flustered because he realized he didn't even know what he asked. He was kind of like, I don't know. I thought like the Big Island was like number one.
Well, yeah, the big one's always number one, right?
And I just kind of like, I was like, I'm just going to see what he says here. And that's kind of all he had to say. He's like, I thought the Big Island was number one. And then I guess like, I don't know. I guess I just don't know where Maui falls. Maybe it's number 3. And I was just like, do you mean like by... Yeah, I think it's the third.
I was going to say, that's the difference between you and me is like when he said, do you think it's the third or is it the third island, right? I'd be like, I think so. Like I would just like gone with it, whatever. Yeah, I think so. Third or fourth.
By landmass, it's actually interesting. By landmass, yes, but square footage, it's actually fourth. It's it's tricky actually. It's tricky.
Yeah, third. Yeah.
Third. It is the third. No matter what system you look at, it falls at number 3. Tourism, mangoes, population.
Both.
It's third in landmass. So that was fun.
Dude, I have no desire to ever go into one of those stores. I feel like those like mobile phone stores are so bad. Like I never have good experiences there.
That's a good point. Like, yeah, it's kind of like urgent care.
Yes.
I keep going to these places that it's never fun. I don't know why I keep doing this.
But optimistically, every time I go in there, I'm always like, this one's going to be good.
And I always think I'm going to be in and out. It's like, let me just, there's T-Mobile store in the same parking lot as Halloween store. Perfect. I'll just hop in real quick.
Dude, that's the one that Catherine went to whenever she changed from AT&T to T-Mobile, and she was like so fired up. I don't even remember what they did, but I just remember her coming out of it being like, I had such a bad experience.
And they still have my ID because I didn't know my last 4 digits.
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't give it back to me.
They said I could, downgrade the family plan if I want to. I have to kick off the oldest member. But yeah, overall, I think it's just rough. It's just a rough experience. But anyway.
That's T-Mobile. That's Aunt Cindy. Oh,
okay.
The videos. Sorry, I kind of interrupted.
Yeah. So we had the types of dog people.
And then we filmed another one. I don't know what we're going to call it exactly. Just like, I don't know.
What we've been calling it internally. That's nice.
Within the company.
World. Yeah. Within the brand is the pun expert. And so like, but the idea of the video is like
maybe like Instagram caption pun expert or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something that kind of tells you what the video is going to be.
Quick and catchy like that.
Something like Instagram.com accounts need caption for the fall. So they visit pun expert.
Won't believe what happens next.
Some businesses still know.
Yeah. Business is done. So basically Jake is like this guru, like just amazing pun expert. And I'm coming to him as this basic white girl seeking help with my Instagram captions. It
was kind of fun because this video is weirdly right up Brad and I's alley, where it's like it gets funnier how much you stretch the jokes, which is exactly what we do.
Yes, that's our favorite thing.
Yeah. We're just like, this is funny because how specific it is. Like the $5 whatever jokes.
It was like literally
those over and over again.
It was literally taking $5 jokes, writing the punchline first, and then like reverse engineering, like asking the questions about them. And you'll see. I really hope it goes well because we have aspirations of like, I want to do this goes well, then we can do it for Christmas and we can do it for whatever, all these different things.
Spring, Valentine's summer, Day. The beach. Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Right. So
hopefully this could be my recurring character. And whoa, did you guys hear that noise? It sounds like Isaac is blowing his nose onto a saw.
That might take a while too. That's the CNC machine, I think. It's fine. Yeah.
Man, that is distracting.
Actually, the other day, not even like almost the exact same noise. I came home yesterday and Catherine goes, listen to this. And then like 2 seconds later, our toilet made that noise. Like the top of the inside of the toilet is just like sounding like a very loud trumpet. Like, and I was like, I'm really glad that Bo and Hattie aren't here right now. And Googled it and fixed it really quick. So nothing too crazy with it, but it was crazy loud. I have some shout outs if we want to go there.
Okay. Yeah.
I have quite a few shout outs. Oh, actually, I do have another thing that maybe I'm just gonna preface it right now, and then I might just sprinkle it in later. Okay.
Okay.
And you can play along as well. It's this new segment called. It's more of a challenge in a game called 5 in 20. Okay. And it's just like randomly as we're talking, I might say, Jake, 5 in 20, and then
I have to do push-ups.
Yes.
Okay.
Social push-ups. 5 in 20. Types of shoes, and you have to name 5 different types
Reebok,
of shoes.
Asics, Adidas, Nike, Shaquille O'Neal.
Perfect. It'll be 5 and 10. I don't know.
Okay, 5 and 10.
That was really quick.
Thanks.
5 and 20. Cities in Pennsylvania. Cities in Philadelphia. Boroughs in Pennsylvania. Yeah. 5 and 20. Cities in Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Reading, Scranton. What's the other big one?
What's the capital?
Yeah, what's the big one? Pittsburgh. Did I say that yet?
No, I said, what's the capital? I don't. Yeah, you already said the big ones.
Hershey,
Sure. Hershey.
Sure.
Lancaster.
Right. Dang. Pressure's on. Okay.
Harrisburg is the
good.
Yeah.
So at random times we were just allowed to.
Yeah, like maybe as we're talking about like dogs, like 5 and 20. Let's do 5 and 10. I think that sounds
5
quicker.
and 10.
And yeah, a little more. Hey, 5 and 10 types of dogs, something like that. Okay?
Got it.
So anyway, okay, shout outs. First of all, I want to give a shout out. We kind of alluded to it earlier, but my Aunt Charlotte, who's like Aunt Cindy's best friend, Aunt Charlotte. She's not even like my real aunt. But she's
you guys
so
have
awesome.
Different blood.
While we've been going through this car process, she actually had a knee surgery, and so she didn't need her car. So she's like, "Hey, you want to just borrow my car for 4 weeks?" And so
we're like, I need it.
Yeah,
with a K. It's really fun. Pun expert.
Yeah, and so she was able to let us lend us her car so that we could keep the mileage down on my truck before we sold it. So shout out to Aunt Charlotte.
Shout out to Aunt Charlotte.
Yeah.
Shout out to my parents. For coming all the way to Kansas City and back in one day.
Yeah, how was it?
Just to kind of hang out.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was me, my dad, Scott, and Isaac. Played golf together.
Yeah, any stories from the golf range?
It was really fun. I don't know if there's anything like podcast worthy story-wise.
Scott just mentioned like Jake's dad is so funny. That's what he said.
Really, I mean, we definitely had fun. Like there's a balance to golf, like, I'm still learning like the nuances and like the unwritten rules of golf. And like, obviously you don't talk when someone's like swinging. It's a very quiet game.
Right.
But there is there's a sarcastic competitor in me that's like wants to try and throw you off. In basketball, I would love to say something while you're shooting your free throws.
Yeah,
I do that, but it's like in golf, you don't really do that.
But you can do it before the shot, no?
But yeah, right before. So yeah, that was kind of fun. Me and my dad just like try to get in Scott's head. It was so fun.
Because he's very mental too.
Scott had like this big putt coming up and, we were just going back and forth, just like, man, I can't imagine the things going through his head right now. Right. And then my dad's like, well, yeah, he left his wife and kid at home to come play golf with his buddies. I mean, I can't imagine. What are they doing back home?
How did he respond? Did he laugh about it?
Scott was like pretending to be focused, but he had to be rattled. He was like lining up the putt. I'm like, I know this is getting to you. I think he made it anyway, but we did that a lot. And it was just a good time.
Yeah. Went
out to dinner with my parents afterwards. Isaac came and then they left. They went back home that night.
Okay.
So shout out to them.
Shout out. Okay. I got a shout out to Coach the dog. He was the dog that sat next to me on my airplane ride from Nashville or from Philadelphia to Nashville.
I've never had a good dog airplane experience.
I had a great one. I got a front row seat, literally a front row seat on this airplane. And Coach the dog was window seat. And no one sat in between us because no one wanted to sit by the big man and the dog.
Whoa. Hold on.
Yeah.
Dog solo?
No, I'm sorry. Oh, that would be amazing.
I was like, it's just you and a dog the whole road to yourself?
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
The dog
I'd pay extra for that.
The dog just buckles itself in the window seat, opens up the window flap. It's like, man, I love looking outside.
Like, do you mind if the window's open? Go ahead, buddy. It's your day.
Okay, so dog not solo.
He had one of those vests on that said service dogs, which I always think that means like somebody that's like disabled or something. This guy seemed very fine. And this dog seemed very untrained. Like, and so that I was like, what's going on with this?
I think the rules are pretty lenient for airplane rides to like be qualified as a service dog. But I think there's a lot of service dogs that are doing things besides just like disabled people. It's a lot of them are like have you seen those dogs that can tell when your blood pressure is low? Like diabetic dogs?
No.
It's very impressive. And I've also seen a lot of dogs.
How can they tell?
I don't know. They've been trained in a way to like sniff it.
Blood pressure sniffing dogs?
Seriously, it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And there's also dogs that are like really good with like people who suffer from like anxiety, like really bad anxiety and like panic attacks.
That's what I was wondering.
People who like have outbursts in public and like hit themselves, like the dog will protect you from hitting yourself.
Okay.
Which I've seen some pretty cool like viral TikToks of that. But at the same time, I'm like, you set your phone up and recorded this.
Right.
You knew you were going to have a panic attack?
For 5 hours? Yeah.
Just randomly. I feel one coming on.
Or
let's set my phone up. Like any girl's Instagram story where she's crying, come on.
Oh, that kills me.
If you're crying hard enough, you don't have the social conscious like awareness to like, I should record this.
Yeah.
If you're crying, I've lost a loved one. I know what it's like to cry like that.
Sure.
That is not Instagram story is the last thing on my mind.
That's what's
so
almost
bothersome
sad to me. Is
to
like,
use the B word again.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry,
we'll edit it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's like sad in a way of like, oh, like the first reaction is to go record yourself on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like not to call somebody and like talk more personally with them about something.
Or just
like
have
that.
a moment to yourself.
Sure.
To actually be by yourself.
Sure. Yeah, that's odd. So
I didn't mean for all that to turn into that, but
that's okay.
Anyway, emotional support dogs are awesome.
Coach was awesome. He was a golden doodle. And he didn't really sit when he told him to sit. Like he would like come up and jump on me. The
most basic command he's having trouble with.
Yeah, he was like struggling. I mean, he was a little bit like shook by this airplane. Like every time, like when it would take off and land and stuff. but it was so fun. Like,
that's
just
awesome.
having this dog next to me.
I love you're already a little like, like judging this guy. Like, I wonder if this dog is an emotional support dog. And then you see him struggling with sit. You're like, okay, this dog definitely didn't go to college.
Yeah, no, this guy's not like super trained. The guy mentioned that he was moving to Nashville. And so I wonder if he was just like,
he found a way to get his dog verified on Instagram.
Right. Rather than like a carry-on
with
or something,
TSA
or a check bag or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was really fun though. Never have I, probably never will I, again, just get this awesome opportunity to just hang out with this dog, entertain me. So shout out to Coach.
Sweet. Shout out to Scott Sell, Scott Peck.
Yes. Oh, I'll double that shout out.
Okay. He had a bunch of us over, made us dinner Sunday night for the Chiefs game, had us all over, and we watched the Chiefs game together with him and his family.
Dude, that like, I love watching football with my friends so much that I like had FOMO for that, even though I was literally at the football game.
That's how I felt. I remember I was in Russia for Russia's Got Talent, but you guys were all together for Peter's wedding. I'm like, man, that sounds awesome.
Right?
I want to be at Peter's wedding.
It just shows how much we value friendships over other experiences in our life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's just like, there's an aspect of, I don't know, just like what you've cultivated over years and years and years is worth so much more than the first time experience somewhere.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
It's like, I'm going to see Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce play football, but I'm going to miss watching with my friends on a TV screen.
And Sam made puppy chow.
And I hear hers is the best.
It was very, very good.
Do you think it's the best?
It might be the best.
Really?
They put it in the fridge. This is my first chilled puppy chow.
I like that.
Chilled chow.
I'm always a big fan of, chilled chow.
I think chilled chow leaves less residue on your fingers. That's one of my reviews of chilled chow.
I like that.
I like that.
But does it mean that there's not as much sugar on the actual chow? Just too chilled.
We had mad clumps, which I love.
Love clumps.
Chow clumps.
Just give me clumps only.
Clumps only. Yeah. Oops, all clumps.
Oops, all clumps.
Would be awesome.
Got too much clump.
Yeah. So it was a great experience. I think multiple times I just said,
wait, what's that song about the puppy chow? It's like, what you gonna do with all those clumps inside my clumps? Do you know that?
I think it's Black Eyed Peas, but I don't know what it's called.
Oh, the people that sing, I got a feeling this night's gonna be a good night. Good night.
Good night. Multiple times that night, I said to Scott, dude, I am so content right now.
He told me that story.
Oh, really?
He said Jake had his puppy chow and his glass of milk. And he said, I am so content right now.
I was just so happy.
Yeah.
Laid back on this like weird chair that I've never seen. I don't know if that was mid-century modern. I don't know what kind of chair I was in.
It's Mormon thing. Yeah. Don't
It was
ask.
a Mormon chair.
Yeah. Just Google it.
Yeah. So I was sitting in a Mormon chair and boy, did it feel good.
Yeah.
It was like an ever-changing backrest, which I think is, part of their theology.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was this heavy, I don't know how to describe it.
I don't like the idea of ever changing anything.
Just Google Mormon chair.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll come up.
Yeah, you're right.
And just imagine me with puppy chow in it. So shout out Scott.
Shout out Scott. I also give shout out to Scott. He drove me to the airport very early on Saturday morning and then picked me up late Monday night. And so, yeah, shout out. Full service. That's his like big thing. Like he loves saying that. Like,
I'm flying
full
to Vegas
service, baby.
Tomorrow. Maybe I'll get full serve.
Absolutely you will.
Probably will.
There's no way you won't. I'll give you $100 if you don't.
I'm flying at a very normal hour, so I probably can make it happen.
100%. Even more. Okay, but another shout out I'll give is the shout out to the feeling when a plane takes off. It's one of my top 25 feelings in the world.
Oh, really? It doesn't crack my top 50.
I love it, dude. Like taking off, not landing at all. I don't like landing that much, but taking off, like when you feel like you're kind of going around the runway and then all of a sudden you stop for a second and then all of a sudden, I love that feeling.
Like the feeling of like acceleration.
Yes.
I feel like lately they've been tantalizing me a little bit. These pilots, they like really gear up the engine to like slightly turn. I'm like, oh, I thought that was it. Like it starts getting real loud.
So you're excited about it though?
But then we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what was that for? I don't know what, we just revving? We just showing off to the other planes?
They're like, it's like at the hot rod at the stoplight. Vroom, vroom.
That's basically what they're doing.
Yeah. I love that feeling when you're like, your head just like goes back against the headrest. Oh, it's a great feeling.
I guess I like it once we start ascending because then it's like, ooh, recliner time. This is my time to fall asleep. Now I'm leaned back.
Yep.
I got about 2 minutes of leaned backness to make it happen.
Yeah. Fat Joe style. So shout out to that.
Lean back. Yeah. What's that song? It's called Lean Back. Lean Back.
Lean back. Lean back. I think that's it.
I think
4 times through.
I'd like to give a shout out to everyone who bought merch because right now, like it's starting to happen. Everyone's getting their merch who bought it on that Monday.
It's so fun.
And everyone's like posting about it. Mm-hmm. And the reviews are in. It's soft.
Very soft.
Very soft. They like.
I'm excited to get my merch. I'm going to order some.
Would you like, or would you tell? Oh,
we got it.
Hey,
125 episodes.
Can I have some?
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, you can.
Cool. I would like some.
I genuinely, this is obviously toot my own horn, but like I like this merch more than I like any other merch we've done so far.
Toot it, baby. You worked really hard.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of it's like kind of somewhat recycled designs on new stuff, but I just like hoodies and crew necks so much anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so excited for fall.
Oh my gosh. It was really nice this morning. It was like 55 degrees.
Yeah.
I walked outside. I was like, I would love.
We had a cool morning at Topgolf yesterday. Felt real good.
That was literally, I can't think of more perfect weather.
I'm trying to.
Try it. You can't.
There was one day in Hawaii.
Nope.
Nah, still not as.
It was a little bit warm.
There wasn't as much dew on the ground.
Okay. I got a shout out to Sammy's mom, Mrs. Hamid.
Okay. What's her first name?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry. Mrs. Hamid. Yeah, I didn't really spend that much time with them because that like the first night they were gone. And then the next morning we literally left at like 9, like right after we came.
They got blizzards to whip up, baby.
Yeah, they were on the beach though. So they got beaches out there.
Well, I think that's a street term for like being like on headset at Dairy Queen. Like, I got to be at the beach.
Yes, that like it's just like mentally you're more excited about being on the headset.
Yeah, because it's the worst job.
Right.
But they try to make it sound fun.
That's right. Crushing headsets. Remember how James used to always be like, Mr. James would be like, we're crushing iPads out there.
Yeah, how's
he
your day
loved
been?
The word crushing.
Dude, I just been crushing iPads.
I've been crushing headset lately. Like, just been crushing headset today.
Just crushing the beach mainly. I miss James.
Crushing the beach.
Mr. James.
Send us a picture of you crushing the beach at work this week. Whatever that means to you. So, no, shout out to Sammy's mom. The day that we left, Monday, went to the airport. She came up. She's like, do you want anything for lunch? And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. I would love some lunch before I leave.
I eat lunch like every day.
Yeah, so almost every day. Yeah. And she's like, okay. And I come downstairs. I don't know how many ounces, but it was like a 13, 15 ounce steak. Oh, like the biggest, like it took up my whole plate. And she had made a steak lunch for all of us, all three of us. Me,
Mrs.
Sammy.
Hamid.
Yeah. Me, Sammy, and Mrs. Hamid, like all of us. And I was like, oh, wow. Like my mom would make like cold cuts. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we have turkey, ham, cheese.
Leftover chips.
Yeah. I don't know if you like Miracle Whip or mayo. So I put both of them out here. And I come out and I'm like, oh my goodness.
My mom would have offered mostaccioli and you would have thought it was chili.
And I don't really want chili. It's not fall yet.
I'll take a steak if you have it, but no chili.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not leaving this place. Free Dairy Queen and massive steaks for lunch. This is amazing.
Philly's, I don't need a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Hamid.
Holy cow. It was unbelievable. I was like, is this, and I think I literally asked like, at first I didn't really like survey it very well. I saw this massive steak and I was like, is that for all of us? I think I said that.
Is this a group thing?
And then it's like, no, that's your plate over there. I was like, okay. That whole thing. I ate it.
Entire cow.
It was awesome.
I'll take it.
So shout out to her for the massive steak.
Awesome. I'd like to give a shout out to today, which Wednesday, September 22nd, the day we're filming this.
Great day.
National Narcolepsy Day.
Really?
That's what day it is. I was watching. I couldn't find anything to watch.
Narcolepsy. Remember on the Office?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He said the hibachi girl.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find anything to watch on TV today while I was eating lunch. And
so that's what you turned towards?
No, there was a replay of Golden State Warriors versus Cleveland Cavaliers, Game 5, 2015 NBA Finals.
Okay.
Not even an exciting game. Kyrie's hurt. Kevin Love's hurt. I was watching. I'm like, this is not even that. This is pre-Kevin Durant. It's not even a good finals.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, the bottom line is coming, just like different scores or updates, and just says NBA, National Narcolepsy Day. NBA is taking a stand against. I was like, huh. It's about time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that like a controversial subject, like narcolepsy? Like,
it's like
we're gonna take a stand against narcolepsy.
Hey, yeah.
Like if you're falling asleep, we want to do something about it.
Quit it, or maybe don't. Actually, I don't know what our stance is yet, but just awareness is the first step.
Just know that we're standing up while you're lying down. Okay.
Point being, we're going in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. Shout out to narcolepsy.
So just shout out to narcs out there. Just like we're our thoughts and prayers with you. Not tomorrow, but like today.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you.
Just today.
Did you notice, actually, this reminds me too, like it's like I think Hispanic Heritage Month, but it started like 4 days ago. Just like September 17th.
To October 17th though. They get a whole month.
Do they? Okay.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I just saw that on my Google Calendar. It was just like, hey, Hispanic Heritage Month. I was like, right now? Why not give them
on the 17th?
All of September? Let me click on Google Calendar and see what it is.
Maybe it's the Mayan calendar.
Okay. I was close. It was September 15th. First day of Hispanic. Yeah, it even says first day of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Okay, so if you search Hispanic Heritage Month, what What does that mean?
I would love if they get like 40 days. Like it's not even a month. Like it just, none of it makes any sense. Just like, yeah, it's from September 15th, about October 29th.
Oh my gosh.
What are you finding, baby?
I'm seeing it began on, September 15th, ends on Friday, October 15th. It literally is like.
So they get 30 days, they get a whole month.
That's so interesting.
I don't know why they just, I don't know.
Look it up. Somebody out there who is celebrating this, let us know. We'll take a stand with you as well.
Hey,
if you want us to.
If you need a break from your beach, look up Hispanic Heritage Month history.
La Playa. Yeah. Good. Okay. I got a shout out to the other night. I was sleeping. Catherine was kind of feeling sick. So I was sleeping downstairs and I woke up and I was a little bit warm and I turned over my pillow because of the amazing phrase that I'm going to shout out now from Stewart Scott. Shout out to the phrase, cool as the other side of the pillow.
Great phrase.
Great phrase.
Great guy.
Easily probably the best Sports Center anchor phrase of all time to me.
You know what would be a good trivia question is like, what was Stewart Scott referencing the first time he said that? Like, what was the clip?
Yeah.
I don't know it. We can guess though.
It was Kevin Durant, Kevin Garnett, his rookie year in Minnesota.
Oh,
he dunked on, who was it? Oh, shoot. Kerry Kittles, I think.
I was thinking it was one of Barry Bonds' first home runs when he was still with the Pirates.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
pre-steroids.
Probably, as far as we know.
He had lower voice back then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just think that phrase is so awesome. And it's so true, too. The other side of the pillow is cold.
Always.
It felt so good when I turned it over.
And dry.
Do you think people knew that before Stewart Scott?
Maybe they didn't know.
I'm dead serious. I don't know if I know.
It was great observational comedy.
Yeah. So
or whatever. Just an observation, maybe.
So shout out to that phrase.
Shout out to Joel Harney.
Oh, Joel.
He texted me this afternoon.
Cool guy, Joel.
And just said the good guy discount comes in so clutch.
Really?
I said, tell me more.
Yeah.
He said, my mortgage is so much cheaper now.
What? No.
So I think he was joking, but I texted it back and just said, just wait until you reverse mortgage.
Yeah.
And then he said, good guy turns into bad boy. Don't think I want to know or receive the bad boy discount. Sounds like a rebaptism scenario. So Joel, whatever you got on the good guy discount, shout out to you.
Yeah.
I assume it wasn't your mortgage, but hey, interest rates have never been lower.
That's right.
Butt liquor.
They've never been lower.
Interest rates have never been lower.
LukeHoagland.com.
That's right.
For free. Almost for free, Luke. Next one costs you. Okay. I'll do one more shout out. Shout out to Wawa.
Wawa water ice.
Wawa water ice. Oh my gosh. Water ice. Shout out to water ice again. You guys haven't had it. Try it. Find out where you can get it.
Go to the actual beach with that.
Wawa is, for those who don't know that aren't on the East Coast anywhere, it's like all up and down the East Coast. It's a gas station / restaurant almost. Like it's a convenience store, but it has like a legit, like you can order all this stuff. And everyone around here is like QuickTrip's so amazing. And then people are like, what about Wawa?
Can you get a chicken fried steak there?
I don't think so. I don't think it's
turkey sub.
They have. I learned that hoagies is what they call them up there.
Yeah.
Like I thought hoagie was just a completely different thing. No, it's just their word for sub.
How many different types of pizza did they offer, you think?
I don't remember if they had pizza. I think they had, let me tell you what they have.
Huge gas station?
Huge gas station? I don't know if they had pizza, I said.
Well, where's my pizza? Is what I would like to say.
That's right. Whoa. I want the sausage wasage, okay, on my pizza.
Like, sir, you don't really have to order that way. Maybe a glass of water. Yeah. Right, guys?
How about some, can I get coffee? Actually, I'll take a Wawa latte, please. So, no, they have like all sorts of things. They had paninis, subs, other things. I don't know. They had so much. Honestly, they did.
Just no pizza.
I don't think so. I don't know for sure. You're making me feel bad about, but we went there, I think 3 times. We got.
Oh, Wawa. I'm not going to stop with the Wawa.
Wawa. Yeah. I mean, just amazing. They have coffee, matcha tea. Never had that before.
Okay.
Figured first time I try would be at Wawa in Philadelphia.
You get it. I get it. Oh, look, we match. Just feeling the wordplay.
I just really want to match it. So we're both wearing Navy shirts here. So
we're matching.
Yeah. But anyway, shout out to Wawa. It really was awesome. I think it's apples and oranges to QuickTrip. I'm going to say that right now because QuickTrip is super fast. Like it's very efficient. Wawa is way more about like the food that they offer you.
Dude, one thing I love about QuickTrip is you can have one cashier potentially running 3 registers.
It's awesome.
And he or she can do it so easily. It's like, why aren't more people doing this? It's not that hard to ring people up quickly. I got a donut and a Monster Energy.
Right. It's so
I'm about to have a great night.
It's the beginning of a great night. No, yeah. Like they have one computer and they always have 2 things right there. Why doesn't everybody do that?
It's just so efficient.
Yeah. QuickTrip.
And they serve pizza.
They definitely serve pizza there.
Front and the back.
Surely Wawa serves pizza. I mean, they have so much stuff there. So surely they serve pizza. But I don't want to confirm it without.
That's safe. Safe.
I don't want to spread misinformation and get canceled.
Good. Get demonetized.
That's right.
Or canceled. Both suck.
I don't know what I'm more worried about, getting demonetized or canceled.
We're making so much money off these YouTube videos.
But yeah, shout out to Wawa. My gosh, it's so good. So
I'll do one more shout out. Just
that's what's up. That's what's up.
There's this old tweet, or it's like a year old, from like September 2020, that's like going around on Instagram now. People are like screenshotting it, posting on all these meme pages. It says something along the lines of like, I'm seeing a lot of men out there making fun of women who believe in horoscopes while managing their fantasy football team. I've been tagged in this about 20 times this past week.
Sure.
So I want to give a shout out to that tweet just because I think it's so true.
Yeah, shout out to Irrational Logic for that one.
I think I couldn't agree more with the logic, how easily those things are to compare to each other. Honestly, how much sense it makes. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier.
Because they do fantasy football or fantasy horoscope drafts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and people like choose like their horoscope. They're like, I'm going to go Virgo 1-1. Oh, man.
Oh, I was going to choose that one.
Are we doing snake draft or are we auction? Because I'll auction for that Virgo. If not, I'll go Pisces. But
yeah. And I think it's just a really well worded tweet. I think it sheds a lot of light. I think it's good commentary.
I'm trying to even understand, like at all, how those things are connected.
I'll tell you how, Brad.
Please.
So basically, there are plenty of TikToks every day that go viral that are like, I used to work for Cosmopolitan magazine. I used to be a horoscope writer, and I just made them up every day. I would try to say the most vague, ambiguous things.
Uh-huh.
And every day, people play football.
Oh, okay.
So when you think about like these things are happening like all the time. Like,
they're both every day.
For guys and girls, every day stuff is occurring.
So that's the parallel. Is every day.
Like shout out like daily. These things are occurring.
So like you could be like, I think it's so funny how people make fun of people for doing their horoscopes when guys brush their teeth every day.
I can see that.
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
I think it's so crazy that guys don't get made fun of for playing fantasy football when girls get made fun of for going to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a realistic possibility. I could see that.
I think it's ridiculous how girls get made fun of for doing their horoscopes, but no guy ever gets in trouble for putting on a seatbelt when he drives.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay,
yeah,
I
could very much see that.
Okay, so we could have some viral tweets here.
We can have viral tweets.
Okay, let's try it.
So there's my shout out.
Okay,
thanks for tagging me on all this.
I did think of one more shout out. Shout out to my accidental joke that I made today during a G Shorts video.
This was weird.
It was
to
weird.
The point where like I don't even know like is there foul play involved? Can we believe Brad?
You do.
You be the judge. Yeah. You guys be the judge.
I tell everything. I'm 100%.
I tell every day. I tell things
every day. So I don't know why I'm not getting made fun of for that. We at the end of this video, we basically make fun. End of the dog people video, we poke fun at cat people, and I made the joke towards this cat person of like,
we're like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
We don't like your cats.
If you want, and I said, without thinking these parallels, I promise, believe me if you want. But I said, yeah, if we wanted to, I don't know exactly what I said, but I was like, if we wanted to see some cats, we'd go watch a Broadway play. And after we got done filming, Jake's like, that was kind of funny what you said
about.
That's
like a good improv line about Broadway play.
And I was like, yeah, I just kind of thought about it. And like, and he's like, and then I connected. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even mean to say that.
Cats is like a musical on Broadway.
I'm like, yeah, I think it's like the biggest one.
I was like, I wasn't even thinking that.
I was like, how could you say Cats, link it with Broadway and not think
I promise I just like said what, like, I did tell Jake, I was kind of thinking of the Lion King in my head when I was thinking of cats, like lions and stuff. And so that's what made me think of the Broadway play thing. But like, there was no like purposeful connection at all, to the point where it still is kind of like freaking me out in my own head. Like, what am I capable of if I just talk without thinking about it?
Dude, Allen Iverson is so good. It's like anytime there's like a question, if the game's going to be over, he's like the answer to the question. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot they called him the answer. I didn't even mean,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
How did I do that?
How'd that happen?
That's crazy. What?
What's that?
How did
Deion Sanders, like he was so fun to watch. Like,
oh my gosh.
You had to watch him only like anytime you watched him, it was like, this is the prime time of football, right?
He was like Monday night.
Wait a second.
Oh my gosh.
They called him prime time.
That was like his nickname.
I wasn't even trying to do that.
Like to this day, they still call him.
No, dude, I was just saying, like, just talking about Deion Sanders, and that happened. Oh my goodness, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow, dude.
Dude, I was Dude, I was playing rock, paper, scissors with Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
And I went paper and actually beat him because he was The Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Wait.
Dwayne Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like his nickname.
I didn't even realize it was the same Dwayne Johnson who's known as The Rock. I didn't even
just said that?
How did...
You should have always... Yeah.
Of course he goes Rock.
And you didn't think about it.
He's The Rock. I didn't even realize.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane,
That's
dude.
crazy.
That's insane. I don't know of any other ones. That's pretty funny.
We didn't play any of that. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. The cats one was true, guys. I promise.
But the cats one, a minute.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Those are my shout outs for this week.
I just thought of something else just because I got a text from her just now. I know we've been plugging the Patreon a lot recently, but not only is the March Madness, the noise is back. Not only is the March Madness video up on Patreon right now, which everyone loved, but people loved Megan and I telling this story enough that we actually told another story that took a little longer. We're posting it in 2 parts, but a long time ago when I went to Trey's wedding in Austin, on the podcast I mentioned like a whole bunch of crazy stuff went down. I'll tell you guys on the podcast like 6 months from now.
Yes.
Telling it on the Patreon now. So there's a lot of like really like thrown together like long form videos going on Patreon.
It's a long story, but
plenty of stuff to consume.
It's a funny, crazy story as well.
And I have so many like videos on my phone and pictures on my phone from that weekend that I threw a lot of those in there too. So
that's
like
fun.
A little like there's a little spice to the video.
Did you sometimes put the video with the audio underneath it, or did you love it?
One time for Big Daddy.
You had to do it at least once for Big Daddy.
Yep, did it once.
Okay.
So there you go. Just know that there's a lot of stuff going right now on Patreon.
Have you thought about your price for Patreon Premium yet?
Yeah, so there's an aspect to the March Madness story that leaves people still wanting more, and not in like a marketing way, not because I'm trying to weasel more money out of people, but it's just truly just so private that I just like I can't show this, and I still think that's where I stand. Just like I don't really want this out, even if it's just the
price,
patrons.
baby. Guys, keep pushing for it.
Just for the patrons, it still seems like too many people, and for her sake, it's like I don't think
we'll split the profits with her.
I don't think she I know. She
you're right.
Would not want that. I don't want her to have that out there.
Well, name your price though, for real.
But hey, we'll see what the comments say. Yeah, it's probably fine without that being out there.
All right, 5 and 20 syrups at Starbucks. 5 and 10
syrups at Starbucks. Caramel, mocha, vanilla, paprika, and matcha.
There you go. I'm sure those last 2 are syrups.
I don't know
peppermint, hazelnut. Did you say that?
That's a syrup.
Yeah.
I thought it was nut.
Just
nut shavings.
They turn into vanilla is also like not just syrup. They
that makes sense. It's just the
form.
word hazelnut. Just okay. I'm not a coffee guy. Never made my own, really.
I love the idea of like, can I get a little hazelnut in there? And they're like, yeah. And they're grinding it up in there for you. And you're like, that's how they do it. Yeah. Like a Parmesan cheese at like an Italian restaurant.
Tell me when.
That should be good right there.
Should we I think we're going to play one voice memo.
Okay. Let's do it.
We need to warn them.
Okay.
It's not like inappropriate necessarily, but like we know there's a lot of like kids who listen or like parents who watch it with their kids for like 10 and under. You may not want them to hear this voice memo.
Yes. It's
I don't know.
It's PG-13. It's PG-13. If your
Okay.
kids watch PG-13, then go ahead.
It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, just know. Here we go. We're going to play it right now. So make it. Here we go.
What's up, Jake and Brad? This is an anonymous message because of the content of the story. When my husband and I were married for about a year, his parents came to visit us, and me trying to be a good daughter-in-law insisted that they take our room and we'd take the guest room. So it's a Sunday morning. My husband is a pastor. We're scrambling to get ready. We realize that his belt is in our bedroom, and I said, "It's fine. Your mom is downstairs in the bathroom. Your dad is upstairs showering," because I saw both lights and heard showers. I quick knock on their door just to be sure, don't hear anything, and open the door. His parents are butt naked, doing the dirty. We make eye contact, and I said, "I'm so sorry," and close the door, and we haven't spoken about it since. It's been 8 years. So there's no question. I've been living with this for 8 years. What do I do?
Okay. So much to unpack.
Yeah. First of all, I have a few questions right off the bat.
Yeah.
Doing the dirty, what is that? Like dishes?
No, dude.
Oh.
Clothes.
Doing dirty
But
clothes.
they said they were naked, so they were doing it naked. But
They just had all their dirty clothes off of them.
No, since no one young is listening to this, it's talking about sexual intercourse.
Oh, the compact spot.
But shout out, they're married. So
shout out, it's covenant bonds.
Yeah, that's a big check mark right there.
Big check mark.
So that's what he calls it. I want to talk a lot about this, but I don't know how much I want to say on a podcast form. I can't imagine. I can't imagine, first of all, this experience. You have
in-laws, so you're in a position where you can imagine it.
Exactly.
To me, this is kind of just like neutral, like, oh, that's a bummer. But I don't have anyone to imagine.
Like, I know exactly, yeah. Like, first of all, I feel weird even talking about this kind of stuff, because obviously this is like something we don't talk about very often on the podcast. First of all, morning, pretty bold.
Before church?
At your son's house?
He's a pastor?
Pretty bold.
He's getting ready for church?
Yeah. Okay, so did she tell her husband right after it happened?
Had to.
You know he's looking out like, let's open our Bibles, to Song of Solomon. So you see somebody has already had their quiet time today. I don't know what I would think on either side, being the in-law or the son in that instance.
I wonder if they're old enough to not be embarrassed by it, or if they just they can't even look at her the same anymore.
Yeah, because once you get married, that stuff becomes much less taboo, much less whatever. Like, oh my gosh, you guys have this experience, whatever. But it's still I'll never want to talk about it with my in-laws ever. And the fact they made eye contact, she said.
I wonder. Obviously, I don't want to see it, but I wonder where is the eye contact happening?
Yeah. Are they under the sheets?
Yeah. Are we
doing it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just how much distance was there?
Right.
Did you see where it started but not where it ended?
Let's just say if it were an iPod, it would be a shuffle. No, I think, yeah. And the fact, they messed up, the parents messed up by not saying something. All they had to say was, just a minute, or just a second, or, oh, I'm changing. Anything. I just thought of 3 things right there.
Dirty clothes.
Quick 5 and 10 excuses they could have said right when they knocked. Go.
Hey, hold on a second. Just a minute. Oh, we're changing. Be right out. Don't come in. We were doing it.
Any of those would have stopped him. And if anything, that's where it stops right there. Don't come in. We're doing it. Even that's better than, obviously coming in. Bold move of her. Good move, as a wife, to be let me help you get your belt. I would have just been hey, just untuck your shirt today. I don't know what kind of church they go to. Maybe it's a more formal church. You gotta have the son say something to the dad, I think. Because that's the most Dad, you can't be doing this, man.
He can't be though? Or can he?
No.
Just lock the door.
No.
L the D and then G the D.
I don't know how the dad, those guys are brave. The parents are brave. And just the fact that they couldn't do it at night.
I'd like to give a shout out to that father-in-law.
I mean, healthy relationship for them.
The bravery, the healthiness.
Yeah.
The audace.
And I don't mean, I don't know. It all just makes me cringe for her,
Yeah, it's something I hope I never experience, but if I do, now that I know I'm not the only one.
That is so cringy. No matter what, that's so cringy. If they were to come out and be I want to talk to you and say I'm really sorry for you.
No,
that would be really uncomfortable. But it's also crazy uncomfortable that they've just had all these family dinners together. Hey, we're gonna get together for my birthday. Oh, I guess we're not gonna be doing it too late because I know what you guys are gonna go home and do. I can picture it.
Yeah. I obviously I'm not in the situation, but I think it would really be nice to talk about it. You gotta wait for the right scenario. You all went on a trip together. It's kind of late. You had a few drinks. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Get out of the way.
Okay.
And move on.
I think so.
I would love to talk about it.
It's got to be talked about eventually.
We need to. If not, I'll come in. I'll come into the family. I'll get it.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what we do. So is there a single girl in the family? If so, plant Jake as this.
Wait, where's this going?
No, this is great. This is okay. So there's a single girl in the parents' family, right?
Got it.
Plant Jake as this boyfriend that she thinks is pretty serious, comes around. Somehow you weasel into the conversation and get them to talk about it. Whatever that means. Whether it's you guys are all just talking about never have I ever.
Oh, I love play never have I ever with people I just met.
Or, some kind of get to know you, board game or something. And
never have I ever like let someone come in my room that I don't live in without saying something.
Right. Never have I ever had a heart to heart about something that happened 8 years ago that's still really embarrassing. So so I got hired to facilitate this conversation. Anybody? Okay.
Just me. Okay, I'll move spots.
All right. And you guys go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah. I'm going to go get a drink of water ice while you guys talk about this.
Figure this out.
So
there you go.
That's crazy. I have one other story that kind of is on the same realm.
That's fun.
It's not really as extreme as this.
Is it rated P?
Maybe it is. Should we wait? I'll tell it on the Patreon.
Cool.
It's not my own personal story, but it's still a really funny story.
Okay, sorry for maybe the poor audio just then, but we're back. We're back to good audio, and we're done talking about stuff. So, children, welcome back.
Children.
We're going to do our reviews of the week. Brad, what is yours?
Mine is coming from Jenna Grace 03. It's called Double Chicken for Less. I'm very intrigued by this.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake and Brad. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello. No, I'm just kidding. Just wanted to say how much I appreciate this podcast. Y'all have helped me through having my wisdom teeth out, COVID, and food poisoning. Lots of stuff in the mouth. Y'all never fail to make me laugh. I started listening in June, and I'm almost all the way caught up. As a former Chipotle employee, here's how you get as much chicken without paying double. I like this. Ask, can you give me as much chicken as possible without it being double?
Oh.
Just straight up ask.
Just go, sentence.
If someone asked like that, I would load that sucker up and not mark the bowl as double. Anyway, thanks for all you do. That's just a lesson for life, probably. Like,
just ask for what you want.
Yeah. If you don't like those, if you want those shoes, but they're a little too expensive, say, hey, can I get those shoes for $70? And if they say yes, like, yeah, I'll do that.
Now you got $7 shoes.
I like that. So thank you, Jenna Grace.
My review of the week comes from a guy named Billy Blue Jeans, which I love.
That's a great name.
That's a skit character.
Mm-hmm.
Will from Dallas here. So Willie Blue Jeans.
Willie Woo Jeans.
Willie Woo Jeans. Will from Dallas here. Longtime listener, first time caller. I stumbled upon Ghostrunners after hearing Jake on Correct Opinions and Do Less God Bless, R.I.P. And honestly, both my wife and I agree that we like Ghostrunners more. We are always racing to see who gets done with the podcast first and recap many of the things y'all talk about each week. Like y'all are just a part of the family. Hot dog. Fun little Easter egg for you. I was maybe a year into the pod when I saw that Jake was mutual friends on Instagram with one of my old coworkers, Rachel. Brad accidentally punched her years ago. I texted her and asked if she knew Jake, and she proceeded to tell me all about you guys and the history there. Maybe even more of a fan because of the mutual friendship, not because of the accidental domestic violence, obviously. I identify with your humor so much and tell my wife constantly that I feel like we'd all be best friends. So if y'all are ever in Dallas together, I'd love to buy you boys coffee / Chick-fil-A, quote The Office, imitate Patty Mahomes, get embarrassed in a few rounds of pickleball. Oh, period. There was no and. I didn't know that was the end of the list. Anyways, love you guys. See you soon, hopefully, and always bring your best.
That's fun, Billy Blue Jeans.
Billy Blue Jeans from Dallas. Love it. That was a great review. Thanks for listening, and thanks for taking the time to write that out.
Trying to think of something he could tell Rachel for me, but I don't know.
Cool.
I know, sorry. Let's think of, I don't know. Nah. Anyway. Jake,
you have a little Easter egg real quick that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Easter eggs, that's fun. Listen to our ads. The last few ads that we've recorded, we've done a little fun stuff in them, and the ad companies don't care. So that's kind of fun.
Like, not like the Canva Pro ones, but like if there's like a new company, like, oh, I haven't heard them talk about this before.
Like, for example, Masterclass
and HelloFresh.
HelloFresh, yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Check them out. Yeah, listen to our ads. I'm sure you guys are already listening to our ads.
Of course, you guys never skip over those. So just keep doing what you're already doing.
It's just fun for us. We just feel like these rogue
bad boys. Yeah.
All right. Hey, Jake, do you want to end this episode with a jingle?
Dude, I would love to end this episode with a jingle. This one was written by Jill Harris, Aubrey Magoon, and Heatherly.
Wow, Heatherly's back.
The prodigal daughter returns.
Yes.
Back with the trio. And this is exciting. I don't get a lot of jingles written for me. It's like maybe the second one ever. So let's do it.
Bust it.
Hey.
That was good. Well done. That was fun.
90s rap is easy.
Yeah,
easier.
It's a pretty easy beat.
I like that. Those lyrics were incredible.
Yeah, great lyrics. A lot of syllabs. I got stuck a few times, but
that was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. That felt good. Thank you guys for writing that, and thank you guys for listening to our podcast that we do every Monday morning.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Any final words?
No final words.
I feel bad. Sorry, the audio was rough for the whole like jingle part of it. Hopefully, you can still hear us decently. Or not, what did I should say? Jingle part, the voice memo part, the voice memo part of it. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a good week. I don't know what I'm saying. This is fun. This is a good episode.
It was a great episode. You're going to Las Vegas. Can't wait to hear some Las Vegas stories.
And then I'll see you guys on tour later this week.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm so pumped for you.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. I'm excited. It should be fun.
Thanks in advance for supporting Jake. We love you guys.
Yeehaw!